this video, and the next few videos that will follow, I'll make a long video and probably break it into a few different videos. It is about first responders and PTSD, and employment and PTSD. When an employer knows that their employee is suffering from especially a mental health issue, that employer majority of the times will put the employee on leave, give them the information to make phone calls to a counselor, ask them to go and speak with someone about what's really going on with them. I mean, when you know that you have an employee that's distressed and it's affecting their work, then as an employee, you are liable, for if that person decides to make a mistake. I mean, not decides, but if that person, because of what they're going through, makes a mistake. If you have a factory worker that's going through some really, really tough personal things at home, and that person is in charge of making sure that the products are packaged right, and you as the supervisor have knowledge of what this employee is going through, and you've noticed that there have been multiple mistakes or multiple things that are going on, or just a difference in behavior. I mean, you've noticed some of these things as an employee, as an employer. It's your responsibility to say, hey, we're going to have you take a break from this, and maybe we'll put you, at a desk job, and have you to do something else. Because if that employee makes a mistake and causes someone else to be injured or hurt, then and that employer knew about it, then that employer can be liable. So I'm giving you guys a basis for why there are a lot of employers, including the military, that will put you out if they don't see any signs of you getting better. The military, Uncle Sam, to me, they don't go by the same rules as most employers are obligated to go by. So, it's like, hey, you got PTSD, get out. No questions asked. But, most of the time employers, will go through different phases and different steps to try and get you back to that point that you were at before whatever the issue was took place. I hope, you guys really understand what I'm saying. So with that being said, now imagine if the first responder, the police, the firefighters, wow, I guess that's all I got right now. The ambulance workers, those type of first responders. Even military in some instances can be considered first responders, in some instances. Those first responders, the first responders, are the ones that are called to the scene of murders, to the scenes of just tragic events that have taken place before them. Those first responders sometimes see their own colleagues killed in the line of duty. In the military, you see that a lot, especially if you're in war somewhere. So imagine those first responders, the ones that we really need to help, make this world go round, to make everything go smooth on a regular basis, to keep the peace, and someone to help when someone is sick. If there's a natural disaster, then we call the National Guard out to come and help. So there's different things, if someone has lost at sea, then you call the Coast Guard to come out and help. There are different types of first responders. Also, what I would like to include in the first responders, oh Lord, I can't even think of the organization right now, but there are organizations out there that go out when you have someone that is missing. They go out and they, do their best to look through woods, through in the water, and wherever they can look, in abandoned homes, and look for that person that they believe has been a victim of some type of violence, and maybe if not alive, then more than likely dead. Um, I'll type the name of that organization in the notes so you guys can look up that organization for yourself. But those people that volunteer to go out and do that, they're to me, they're considered first responders, not because of their job title, but because of what their duties are. Okay, so we know that police officers and the firefighters and the ambulance workers are what we normally consider first responders. But when I say when I say first responders, I'm also talking about those people, that are out there on the scene actively, looking for whatever it is that they're supposed to be looking for, and they're more than likely to be the first people to see what's going on and to see